Hey, welcome back to Monster Gaming. Have not played Dominations in a little bit. Been busy with a few other things, and I think I mentioned it already that this is a very long game, and progression goes pretty slowly once you get further down the game. But either way, I just wanted to jump back in. I do like to kind of look and see how I'm doing, and my looks like my oil has ramped up a bit. I had enough gold to expand over here, which is nice to give me a little bit more space, some good food. And then I noticed this building right here. Like I said, I haven't been playing for a little bit, so I wasn't sure what this is. It's a council. Recruit powerful counselors and appoint them to your council chambers. Primary chamber seats, war chamber seats, storage capacity. So I haven't read anything on it, so I'm actually going to complete I'm going to complete this and see what it's all about. It's always interesting to me when new things pop up. So let's take a look at the new council chambers. Let's take a look. Here are the council chambers. You can assign counselors to open seats in your chambers to receive the benefits of their expertise and experience. There's a counselor, primary, and war. This is the primary chamber. All primary counselors add benefits to your main base. There's also the war chamber. All war counselors assigned there will add benefits to your war base and world war attacks. Travel back and forth between the chambers using the tabs at the top of the screen. What's standard recruitment single card? I'm going to try not to be negative, but I'm going to state my thoughts. So it looks like this is good. Looks like there's going to be like another layer here of depth, something new that you're going to be able to, to benefit you and your nation. Using tabs, so you can cycle through all of them. So it looks like I'm going to have a bunch, and then I can, I guess, equip them. Fusion to acquire new counselors. Okay, just going to click on him. So let's see what he does. He looks pretty cool though. Wall hit points plus 1%. Defender spawn time. Evading generals damage. Air defense. All defense. Okay, it's already appointed. That's fine. Okay, cool. So this gives you some history on that specific unit. That's pretty cool. Let's do this and see, was it worth it? I guess so. Premium recruitment. I'll just recruit one just for fun. So the one thing I'm going to say is this game never had RNG until they came out with the museum. And you have to kind of deal with that to try to get the artifacts and things that you want. So adds a little bit of variety where, not everybody's going to have the exact same thing. I do enjoy that aspect of it. But for RNG in general is not fun when you're just kind of spinning, and hopefully getting something that you need or you want. And obviously the odds are very, very low of getting something amazing. I do like the artwork though. This is really cool. No, I'm not buying anymore. All right, so let's go back here. Where is the other one that I just got? Oh, it must be over here. All right. Range siege damage, coalition troop damage, invading bazooka hit points, invading generals damage, all defensive tower damage and hit points. So I will appoint that for war. If I use another person for my class free time, I produced. Okay. So let's go over here because I want to know a little bit more about this. So the council chambers can be repaired. Starting in the classical age, you can collect. Okay, that makes sense. Consider one of the two chambers. Primary chambers their own benefit to give you when they're assigned. Okay. Fits into one of the following common rare. Okay. So just like the museum, this seems like something that would highly benefit somebody who's a little bit higher level than you and they have a bunch of them and they're leveled up. It's going to make a big difference between somebody who hasn't really put much effort into it because it looks like it's an automatic boost. Okay. Council seats. Has up to 5 seats. 2 chambers. Yep. Primary in the war. Yep. Let's look at recruitment. Recruitment packs are purchased for food or crowns. So this one is different. I appreciate this one a little bit better than the other one. Even though the other one you get the little artifact pieces and then you can combine them. I have thousands of them. I can see running out of those pretty quickly if you're constantly have to cycle through the RNG. And this one you can use food, which is pretty common. And you're not going to be spending much food on troops anymore because they cost oil if you're, I think it was like global age and above or something like that. One random counselor. Recruitment packs that cost food can be opened up to 3 times per day. That's good that there's a limit. But then you have to use crowns, so that part's kind of but that's fine. Fusion allows you to acquire a new counselor by fusing others of the same quality into each other. Okay, yep, they're replaced. Requires 4 counselors to perform fusion on all qualities. Apart from legendary, only requires 3. When you perform 25 fusions at the particular quality and covenant above, you're able to claim 1 free counselor at the next quality up. Okay, that makes sense. You have 24 hours to pay a cost in crowns to reroll that counselor to another of the same quality. That doesn't make sense too much because you'd have to spend crowns on that. Details roster. The active benefits tab shows all the current benefits you receive from your assigned counselors. All right, so it seems interesting. It's going to be another thing where you are rolling and you're going to get a random counselor. So it seems to me like the game is still working on improving the end game or adding more end game content. Because that's something that somebody near the end of the game or like 3/4 into the game would highly benefit from. I think somebody in the classical age or a couple ages after that, there's so many other things to prioritize over that. As you saw, the minimal or entry level boost is 1% on each one of these categories, so you're not really gonna be doing a tons of increased effectiveness. But if you're combining the council with the museum, you can kind of piggyback off both and really target specific things that you want to improve and make stronger in your nation. So I think it's interesting. I think it's another thing like the museum where more late game players are going to really benefit from it. I think everybody else is still going to use them, and there's definitely a lot of usefulness there. But we're not going to be able to spend enough of the resources to really start racking up a lot of counselors. And then actually that's one thing that I did not look at. Let me just look at here. How do we... So it says that I have 1 here. So how would I unlock this? That's a good question because it sounds like you can level them up. Do I go to my inventory and then... I might have not read that. Or is it only plus 1%? That's the part that I'm not sure. I think you collect other cards as well. Let me recruit another one here. Hold on. Because I do have that. Let's see what we can do. Sounds like if you get multiples of the same one, that's how you level them up. Let's do one more. See, all these look different now. So these must be the war ones, maybe. All right, so let's go back here. I'm gonna grab one more. I just happen to have a bunch of food. So let me see. Pericles, and I can only do those. Okay, that's fine. So you can't just get like a ton of them. All right, let's see if we can appoint somebody here. Pericles. Let's go here. We can appoint another person. I'm not sure what. Oh, okay. So see how this one is different. So this one is an uncommon one. So coalition troop damage +2, air defense damage. I don't have. Air defense. All right. Let's see what this guy does because he's also uncommon. Mole miner, movement speed, mercenary hit points. He's actually stronger. I don't use wall miner, so that's 7%. Wouldn't really do much, but the mercenary hit points, seems like it'd be pretty cool. So, we're gonna do mercenary hit points. I'll do that. Let's see. Now let's do one more thing up here. Let's upgrade that. That's gonna take a day. Should have enough here to speed that up. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3. See if there's any more up here. Might give me a couple extra slots. And then it looks like you can unassign without having to spend anything extra. So let's see. I can appoint a third one. So let's appoint him. And let's recruit another. Oh, I can't do one of those. Definitely not spending crowns. All right. Okay, that makes sense. So that one looks like, these look like commons versus the other two for the war were uncommon. All right. So, I mean, that's going to help me out a little bit. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I think it's interesting. Doesn't break the game, doesn't change the game too much. It gives you one extra thing to kind of hunt down and spend your money on. But I know that people that are very close to end game, I wouldn't say they're bored, but they make so much income, so much gold, so much food, and so much oil. And especially if they battle a lot, you're just kind of sitting on all these resources. And then, what's it called? You always have a surplus. So it looks like these two, the museum goes really good hand in hand with the council to give you little perks, little benefits. I'm going to upgrade that. I'm not going to speed this one up, but I'm going to upgrade that just because I can. And then, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting that they're adding more stuff still to the game. I mean, the game's probably 7 or 8 years old at this point, maybe more. But they're still adding content. You know, they don't want to lose people that are been playing for years and years. I still have tons of stuff to work on. But I just wanted to jump in and I noticed that. So I don't know if that's been there for like a month or what. But let me know what you think of it and how are you doing with that building? And, you know, do you find it super useful? And have you been, you know, trying to get some good stuff there? Let me know.